Hello, folks. How the devil? I might as well do another catch up. See if there's anyone about. See if there's anyone online because it's a miserable day here in the UK. It's cold and it's a bit rainy in Shropshire. So I imagine not many people are down their allotments or in their gardens. So I'm hoping that if any of you are sitting at home right now, you might drop in and say hello. If you've got your notifications set, I imagine you haven't. No, it was just a really quick catch up to see if anyone was about. It's been an interesting few days. Just move my phone. It's been an interesting few days down the allotment. I've just been plodding along, finishing out the paths, and we had a bonfire there the other night, and I got a couple of my friends down because obviously coming out of lockdown, we 2 people are here. Say hello if you're here. I don't know who's it. 3 people now. Woo-hoo. 3 people. So we had a bonfire, had some friends down, had a few beers, had a chat. That was really nice. Managed to get rid of some waste wood from one of my friends down the allotment who'd taken down the shed. Managed to burn pretty much all of that for him, which kept us warm, which was nice. Who's there? Adam Elliott. Hello, how's things? Yeah, all good, Matt. Thanks, mate. Yeah, all good. How are you? What else have we been doing? General tidying up at home as well in the back garden. We've now got rid of all the summer stuff. We've taken the pool down. We've started to tidy up. I've just got a jet wash and then that's all done. And pretty much everywhere's now kind of like put to bed, ready for the winter as such. Just general potterings. I thought I'd see if anyone was interested in me doing another. Any more metal detecting? No, not at the moment. The weather's been really rubbish for metal detecting. Well, yes, for me, I think I've said before that I'm like solar powered metal detectorist. It's been really rainy in Shropshire the last few weeks, to the point where it was just everywhere that I wanted to go was really boggy. It was really boggy, so I haven't been. But no, we're getting there slowly. I've started to move around all my fruit bushes as well down the allotment, so sorting out my raspberries. They've been all cut back, so hopefully they should do twice as well next year. What else have we done? The apple trees that I planted earlier on in the year, they seem to be doing all right. I just had a good old look at them today and they seem to have pretty much established quite well. All in all, everything's going good, but as I've said before, it's just a case of methodically plodding along. Trying to think what else I've done over the last few days. Yes, I'm going to make a video about this, but I might as well tell you about it now because no big grand reveal. That I'm trying to get more and more sustainable at home, and I know it sounds a bit kind of hippie-ish, I don't know, whatever it is, hippie-ish, but trying to, like, when I need new clothes, I'm trying to get natural fibers, wool and leather and stuff like that, get away from the plastics and the synthetics. We're trying to, for instance, like we now get our toilet paper is bamboo toilet paper with like no plastic wrapping around it. It's actually really good. It's really soft, from that Who Gives a Crap. We're not buying meat from supermarkets anymore. We're buying local meat. Obviously the vegetables will come locally, or we grow them on the allotment. We're still having takeaways, and we're still, I've still got internet, and I'm not wearing hemp undies or doing crazy stuff like that. But we're trying to be more eco-friendly now, and so I'm going to make a few videos of that over the next few weeks. And things I've changed in my life, which seem to be improving. It's like today, I broke my last belt because I've been losing weight. I'm having to put all my belts on the other notch, and I broke my last belt today. So I had to go looking for another belt. So I went around the charity shops, and I found an Italian leather belt for £1. You just think to yourself, if I'd have bought that in a designer shop, in H&M, somewhere, you're probably looking at 20 quid for a belt. And obviously I bought a second-hand one from a charity shop for £1. It's ridiculous. We're basically doing all stuff like that. Yeah, I know, it's so cheap, isn't it? Italian leather belt for £1 from a charity shop. It looks like it's been worn twice, if that. So I'm kind of doing more stuff like that, because at the end of the day, every penny I can save goes towards metal detecting, fishing, allotment, and enjoying life. Goes towards beer, chocolate, or all the nice luxury things. Why not? and I just think it's kind of good for the environment, and I just think it's one of those things that we all kind of have to do. I'm probably going to put a load of people off by saying that now, but no, I honestly believe that it's the things we got to do now. So I'm changing my lifestyle ever so slowly. I talk about it, I talk a good game, but it's time I actually start doing stuff now. So that's the next big plan. Do me a favor if you can, if you get this far, 5 minutes in, and you're still watching, let me know what you do to save money and to cut down on your plastic and your pollution and stuff like that, because any ideas will be massively grateful, because there's some things I haven't even thought about. The other day my other half said to me, she says, we need some sponges for doing the washing up, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll buy some sponges. And then I realized that, and it sounds daft, I knew they were plastic, but I didn't really think of them as plastic. All those plastic squidgy sponges that you do your dishes with and stuff like that, they're not biodegradable. They're just, and they go microplastics, and they go down the sink and into the sea and everything else. And we get through a pack maybe every 2 weeks. We don't know, about £1 a pack, and it's a lot of plastic when you think about it in a sponge that just gets wasted. So now we've started using like yes mate, loafers, whatever you call them. Sounds daft, I grew one this year, and by mistake I ate it. It tasted all right, to be fair, but then after I'd cut it down, I was like, oh shit, that was a loofah. I was not supposed to pick that one. I'm going to grow more next year. I am going to grow a lot more next year, and I'm going to store them away and use them. But in the meantime, we've got some microfiber cotton cloths, and we've got three or four of them, and we have one to use, one to wash, one to dry, and a spare, and we use those in the kitchens now. And every time you've used it, you wash it, you put it on the radiator to dry, you use it again. And so far we're about 2 weeks in now with these 4 cloths, and they're going great. And obviously no plastic, biodegradable, loving it, brilliant, so happy. Any other ideas you've got, let me know. So I'm eating less meat, doing a lot more charity shops stuff for clothes, things like that, natural fibers, obviously local, trying to buy local. Our toilet paper's now bamboo toilet paper. What else? Trying to think. I've started switching back to bars of soap now rather than shower gel. My son likes shower gel, and he's 14, and I'm not going to make him like not have his favorite shower gel, but I've started to switch back. I could really do with some really good anti-dandruff shampoo that doesn't come in a plastic bottle. That would be amazing if I could find that. I tried wooden toothbrushes, couldn't get on with it. So what I do now is just, make sure that my toothbrush gets recycled, in the recycling bin. But yeah, any advice on how I can be more frugal and more environmentally friendly, please let me know. I missed a comment then. Sorry about that. No, can't remember. No, there's only 2 people here. One of them, I presume, is Adam still. There was only 1 people. Maybe that's just Adam on his own. I'm clearly boring people to death now, aren't I? That's it. You drop in, you don't say hello, and then you bugger off. I'm joking. Yeah, so no, it's been all good. Like I said, it was just a quick catch up to let you know how everything's going. I'm hoping to have more raised beds delivered in the next few weeks. A friend of mine who's the heating engineer who gets these big plastic oil drums, which he cuts up and cleans out for me. He has contacted me to say that he's hoping after Christmas he should have another, I think he said he's got another 4 Bristol veg beds. How you doing, man? You all good? I think he's got another 4 for me, so that'll be, I don't know if he's got another four halves, or if he's got another 4 tanks to cut in half, but I'm either getting 4 raised beds or 8 raised beds once they've been cut, which will be amazing. And they're such thick plastic, we've seen them, they're going to last my lifetime. They're going to last 1,000 years. It'd be brilliant. And there's no risk of like microplastics or anything like that, because they were designed to store oil in outside, so they are literally UAV proof, tornado proof, everything proof. So I can't wait to get them up. Yeah, I do, mate. Things. Yeah, no, everything's good. Yeah, I do save seeds from what I'm growing. I don't know if you do. I'm pretty sure you garden a bit, don't you, if I remember rightly? But you have to be careful with certain plants because of cross-pollination. So, for instance, you might grow beans, Scarlet Emperor, and then a bee might land on it with, I don't know, white Russian bean or whatever, and then so you cross in like a white with the with the red. So when you grow your seed that you've saved from that plant the following year, it might be a hybrid of whatever the bee's been on before when it's landed on it. So you might get like pink flowers or different coloured beans or whatever, because it can be a hybrid. Same with things like sunflowers and pumpkins and courgettes. You're never quite sure what you're going to get when you save seeds, when you do it yourself, but it's really fun to do. And you know, you can't hurt yourself. It's not like you're going to invent a new zombie plant that, you know, takes over your allotment and eats your children, but it's worth going. I particularly like saving radish seeds. Not many people do that. I love it. You let a radish go to seed, and it'll have these beautiful white flowers all over it, and it'll really bush up really big, and the bees seem to love them absolutely. I think it's the smell, the radishy mustardy smell, they love it. And then they get these little pods on the flowers about this long, and each pod has maybe 4 or 5 seeds in it, and then you can get them and you can sprinkle them everywhere, and sometimes they just pop up naturally, and you can just find radishes in your flower beds, and you can just pull them out and eat them. And radish seed saving, I think, is loads of fun, and it's so easy to grow, and the bees love them. But yeah, I save loads of seeds where I can. Obviously kidney beans, runner beans are the easiest one to do. Mine are still on the bush down in the allotment, actually. I haven't, because they're not dried out yet. I normally wait for a frost or two so they're really like hardened off, and then I'll pick them all and put them in a jar for next year. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, I started an Etsy store. I'm going to speak about that in length in one of the videos, but oh no, sorry guys, I just started peppers and tomatoes and chili. Oh, all right, cool. You got a grow light and a heated propagator and stuff. I'll start mine January, February, I think, just because I haven't got anywhere to keep them otherwise. Yeah, I started an Etsy store. There's a link on the thing on the bio somewhere, but if you want to support my channel, you can now. You can buy some artwork or stuff that I've drawn and things like that. As I've said numerous times, I don't intend to put any of my content and my ramblings behind a paywall. I thought about Patreon and stuff, but I kind of want everything to be free. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up, whoever gave that. I kind of want everything to be free, but if you want to support me, you can support me by buying a little bit of artwork or something. I've sold my first one, actually. I put it up the other day and sold one straight away, and they started like £8. You know, so if you've ever thought about buying me a tea, you're more than welcome to do that. If not, just carry on as normal. Hi, I'm new to allotment world, covering with cardboard and carpets. A little daunted about how much work to be done, but hey, looking forward to any advice. Hey, no, is that Norma? Sorry, I'm on my phone, so it's really small. Norma CC. Yeah, no, don't use carpets, because nowadays they're not natural fibers, and they got plastic in it and foam and stuff, and they're absolutely horrible, and they will cause you more trouble than it's worth, because eventually when they do break down, you'll spend weeks picking out little bits of plastic out your soil. It's crap. I did it and it was a big mistake, and it took me ages to get rid of it. So now I try to use really thick tarpaulin. Is really good. You get it from any builder's site. It's what they use to cover stuff up on builders' yards. Use some tarpaulin, put it down in the winter. Worms will come up to chew all the weeds and stuff over that time, and it'll save your load. Cardboard, brown cardboard is perfect. I don't know where you are in the world, but in the UK, all the ink used on packaging and stuff is now a soy-based biodegradable ink, so there's no chemicals in it. Other parts of the world, coloured cardboard isn't environmentally friendly. In the UK and the EU, it is. So you can use coloured cardboard, but as a rule of thumb, always use brown cardboard and you're fine. Same with newspaper. You can use newspaper in the UK because our ink is soy-based ink. I don't think it's soy-based ink in America, but you'd have to double check for your area. But other than that, newspaper, cardboard and all that is really good. And also things like, I made a few videos on this, but like stay away from tyres. I used to grow in tyres. Now I won't grow any food in tyres at all because the research, it's crap. Birmingham, UK, yeah? In this case then, yeah, use brown. But like I said, you can use, if you're going to, I used to work for Baco Foil. Okay, so all the boxes that Baco Foil gets delivered to the supermarkets in is a brown box, but printed blue. And like I said, the blue ink is now biodegradable. It's not damaging. So you could use that, for example. I'd stay away from glossy cardboard. You know, the cardboard that's got the nice sheen on it. like you have on laptop boxes and phone boxes. I'd stay away from that, not because of the ink, but because of the glues and stuff that they use in it. I used to be a packaging designer, so I know all this stuff. But if it's matte finish cardboard, you run it, if you run it through your fingers and it doesn't feel smooth, you can feel the fibre, and it's coloured in like blue or red or whatever, that ink's fine. Crack on. I use it. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, stay away from ties and stuff like that. But you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just do, as I say to everyone, do a little bit when you can. Don't go out like a bull in a china shop, and just spend. I always say 2.5 hours a week is what you need to do an allotment. And if you don't do 2.5 hours one week, then you just bank it for the following week. So really and truthfully, if you wanted to, you could go, don't go to your allotment at all in December if you wanted to, but then know that in January you've got 10 hours worth of work banked, because while you're not there, things are still growing, weeds are still growing, things are still setting seed, and all those jobs still need doing, but obviously you're just not there. So just 2.5 hours a week. If you don't do it that week, bank it, make a mental note, right, next week I've got to do 5 hours, or next month I've got to do 15 hours, and you'll be fine, absolutely fine. See if I've missed another question. No, I think I'm up to date. If you have any questions, just drop one in quickly, because I've got to go and pick my daughter up in a minute from school, and they are just opening up the gates, and then I'll be off. Just got a big queue of people to get past. Right, folks, there's no questions dropping, so I am sure you're all cool in the gang. Anyway, to everyone who's dropped in, I know it's quick and there was no warning. Thank you very much. It's massively appreciated, and I hope you're all doing well. And if you're seeing this late and you got any questions, just drop a question in. I always try to reply to every single question. Sometimes they go in the spam filter and I miss them, and I know I've had some emails, messages from people saying, oh, you never say hello to me and this and the other, and if I saw it I would, but you know what YouTube and all internet's like, things get thrown in the spam filter for like no reason. I think someone the other day, he put something like LOL at the end of the thing, and the spam was like, oh, I don't like this, it's spam, and I didn't see the message for like 2 weeks. And so the person thought I was ignoring him, and I'm not ignoring it, it's just a spam filter. So just please drop a message, say hello. If not, find me on Twitter. Anyway, folks, take care, all the best, and as always, speak soon.